like, all right, sing a whole step above, any note that I play, right? And it should be that fast. It should be instantaneous. 1, 2, 1, 2.
This video today is brought to you by CuriosityStream and the streaming service Nebula, where you can watch an extended cut of this video today, as well as get a free PDF that goes along with it. The falling leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands that I used to hold. Since you went away, my days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you most of all. My darling, when autumn leaves start to fall.
When leaves start to fall. Ba 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da da. Ba da da ba da da. Ba da ba 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 da da. Sa da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Sail your
The summer kisses,
the sunburned hands
I used to
hold. Since you went away,
my days grow long,
and
soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you most of all. When autumn leaves start to fall.
When autumn leaves
start to fall.
When they start to fall, when autumn leaves start to fall, when they fall.
Super fun.
That was fun.
Rosana, I want to hop right into it with you. Everybody,
Okay.
This is Rosana Eckert. She's amazing. You should read about her. I'll put all the links in the description, but I'm not going to take time with that right now because we've just done a fun thing.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that fun thing. Like, this first time we've ever sung together.
Yes, we just met. Isn't that fun? We just met and we just sang together for the first time.
Yeah, just now.
Yeah.
But we both know Autumn Leaves like the back of our hand.
We knew it well. Yes, that's true. That helps.
Yeah, that helps.
Yes.
You're an instrumentalist first, right?
Yes, I played the French horn for a very long time.
And do you find that that helps you in your vocal improvising ever?
It does a lot. I think the thing about it that helps me the most is the idea of committing to a pitch and articulating it. I think that is how, because French horn, it was not a jazz instrument. I didn't learn to improvise on the French horn, and I did not learn to swing on French horn. Or even
It's hard to do.
It's very hard to do. It's scooping into notes and things like that. It's not as idiomatic to that instrument. So the idea of tonguing, committing, fingering, deciding, and you had to hear things before you played them, otherwise you'd probably crack the note. So it was just quick decision making and trusting your ear.
Especially French horn, because there's so many partials, right? Like,
Yeah, they're very close together, so one fingering can get you a lot of different notes, and you really have to be secure about, I want this one, and your ear and your mouth, and all the decision. We make the decision and commit to it.
I've never talked to another singer who plays the French horn. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it helped a lot with my ear training.
So you say committing to a note. Like, what's that about?
I know, it's a timing thing. Well, I think for me, I don't know if it's like this for you, but for me, I have to have a certain amount of preparation such that my reflexes can be fast enough to work in real time. It's kind of like when you're learning any other language, right? And if you're good at writing the language, you have enough speed to, with some time, put things together and you know how they fit. But to converse rapid fire with a fluent person, your reflexes just have to be faster. And so I think I first have to get to the place where my reflexes are fast enough on that song or whatever. Just because I'm good on this song does not mean I'll have fast reflexes on this song. So I have to have enough preparation. And once that's true, then my decision process just has to be 1 second before I sing. And I remember when it wasn't. And I would, have I could do this or this. And if I was kind of fudgy in the decision-making process, you would hear it, And even right now, there were moments where I was like, if it's a kid in a candy store to sing right with Aimee, because she's so great. And so I'd be like, oh, I could do this or this or this. And then I'd be like, just decide, just decide.
It's a lot in this setting because I don't know what you're going to do and you
Right.
don't know what I'm going to do.
That's right, yeah.
I read in your bio that you've worked with Bobby McFerrin before.
Yes.
And I never have, except for as a kid in a workshop.
Yeah.
That was monumental for me. And I've heard him say that in situations like this where it's kind of scary and you're very exposed, that motion is the key. Like, as long as you keep your gaze on the future, what's happening and where you're going.
Yes. That's great, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a commitment to the experience, I think, and not giving up on the experience. If something doesn't maybe go your way or something is a little unexpected, sometimes it can really knock you out of your focus. Well, that's true for me anyway.
Yeah.
It can knock me out of my focus. And then if I let it knock me out, well, then I've sort of given up on, I gave up on the experience, I quit, it's a little bit like that.
It's true, and it's happened to me before. It tends not to happen with the people that I really gel with, though. And I mean, already I'm gelling with you, so that's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wanted to get more out of you on the idea of the reflexes. Like Like these kind of reflexes are so tied into our ears.
Yep.
Right? Like we don't typically talk about the word reflex as it associates with, right?
I mean, that's a big one for me. And this is now I've been teaching a very long time, teaching jazz and jazz to singers specifically for a very, very long time. And what I have figured out is just like any other language, just because you know the language does not mean you have fast reflexes with that language. So sometimes when I have a very, very good student who can do all the things, I have to remind myself, yes, but they have to be able to do them quickly. So I will regularly test their reflexes, and you can really figure out, oh, that's where we need to work.
How are you testing their reflexes?
Well, I'll do things like, all right, sing a whole step above, any note that I play, right? And it should be that fast. It should be instantaneous. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then now I'm going to play outside the range, and you sing a whole step in your range, just anywhere, and you go. So it means I have to process notes and octave displace in order to understand where in my octave to be. And it should be that fast. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'll do it with every interval. I mean, any interval.
You're working those kids hard.
Yeah, because you have to be able to,
That's the UNT education.
I guess so.
I love that.
I'll do things like play this, and let's say like a G out to way down there. Yeah, and they in their range have to sing da da. Find
right
it.
There.
Yeah, but if you make them really nutty, like if you play like an F sharp, let's say it's like that. Da, da, da. You have to be able to process that, and so now you're hearing two things at the same time.
Wow. Did you come up with that on your own?
I think I do the whole step thing was mine. The two notes was probably my husband's. I think I heard him do that one time. Yeah,
I like it.
He's very good at these kind of games. He has a lot of
Especially with the idea of playing with the different range on an instrument, because sometimes that's a reflex you need on the bandstand if you're trading with a trumpet player.
Absolutely. To
be able to pick up where they left off.
Yeah.
But hear that timbre, that range.
That's right.
Yeah, I like it.
The octave game is another one that I think is really, really useful, where just, play any note and be able to sing it in your octave.
Yeah.
That alone, and then do 2 of your octaves. Da-da, very quickly. Da-da, just as quick as you can.
She's really quick.
Could you do it at home?
That's so cool. Do you want to sing something else?
Sure.
Okay. I was listening to your album with a guitar player whose name escapes me.
Oh.
A duo album.
Yes, Terry Hankins.
Terry Hankins.
Yeah.
What a player.
I know. Yeah, Terry.
Some of my favorite jazz albums are duo albums.
Yeah, me too.
It really isolates,
nice.
and you can hear everything. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was listening to you sing 2 for the Road.
Oh, how nice.
Do you like that one? Could you sing that one?
Sure.
I would just like to hear that. Okay, and I even think I got it in your key.
If you're feeling fancy-free, come wander through the world with me, and any place we chance to be will be our rendezvous. 2 for the road, we'll travel down the years, collecting precious memories, selecting souvenirs, and living life the way we please. In summertime, the sun will shine. In winter, we'll drink summer wine. And every day that you are mine will be a lovely day. As long as love still wears a smile, I know that we'll be 2 for the road, and that's a long, long while.
I just want to leave it there. That was gifts. Anyway, you can hear Rosana's beautiful voice. That was so fun. Thank you for hanging out with me,
Oh my
Rosana.
gosh, it was my pleasure. Thank you so much for the invitation.
What's your official title at UNT?
Well, principal lecturer of jazz voice.
I knew it was fancy.
Does that sound fancy? Yeah. A principal, like with your pal. Your principal is your pal.
Or just like the person who's really, really in charge. With Jennifer Barnes, right?
Oh yeah, Jennifer's the director of our program. She is, man, she's fierce. You know, she's fierce. She's awesome.
Yeah, what a singer.
And it is, it's definitely like, it's a dream come true, I think, to have that program have become what it is and to have her there. Yeah, kind of a pinch myself every day that I get to be there. So.
I wish I had that. I wish I went to school there, and well, I guess the program didn't really exist then.
Oh, I know. I wish I had that. I mean, I could have learned a lot going there.
Yeah.
I mean, I went there, but you know, we didn't have all the things.
But anybody who's thinking about it, I mean, UNT, it's going to be good. You can tell, right?
We have a good time, that's for sure. And I'll torture you with these ear training exercises.
Yeah, don't go there if you don't want to do that. I'd like to interrupt my own video really quickly just to tell you that this is only about half of what I shot with Rosana. The rest of our discussion is super interesting, and I know that a lot of you are really going to like it. But I also know that on YouTube, longer videos don't always do very well, and people's attention spans don't tend to be as long as I wish that they were. Plus, this video is very likely to get demonetized on YouTube because of the songs that we perform for you. But not to fear. An extended version is available over on my streaming service, Nebula. And because CuriosityStream loves supporting creators, you get free access to Nebula when you sign up using my code. Nebula is a streaming video platform built by independent creators like myself, Adam Neely, 12 Tone Music, Legal Eagle, Minute Physics, and many more. It's a place for educational content creators to try out content that just might not be right for YouTube. Along with the extended video of my conversation with Rosana, you'll get a free PDF teaching you ideas about improvisation that Rosana and I cover in the extended version. Plus, you'll get access to CuriosityStream, where you can watch thousands of documentaries about countless subjects. So use the code in the description and get 26% off of CuriosityStream and get access to tons of content from me and many other educational content creators. As always, thank you for your support. Thank you, Rosana.
Thank you so much, Aimee.
I'll see you next time on Aimee Nolte Music.